Two Yankees lose the series to the Angels in the rain. Let's talk Yanks.
Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, theme and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talking Yanks. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks. Thank you very much for joining us today. My name is Jimmy. I'm joined by Joe's McFly
What's
and
good?
Big Baby David. And today's episode is brought to you by SeatGeek, as always, where you can use code YANKS15 for 15% off any tickets on SeatGeek, whether you're a new customer or not. Yanks 15 is going to get you 15% off. Yankees play games in the rain, a double header. They win the first, then they lose the nightcap, then they lose game 3. And I think it's safe to say they're just not a rain team. And the Angels are. Joe's, how do you feel about that?
It always stinks to lose a series you feel like you should win, especially when the team that you are chasing in the division has lost as well and you didn't take advantage. Rain and the gods were in the middle of this. That stinks.
It does stink. If you're wondering why Jake's not here, he's on his annual golf trip, and I think he's in Nashville. So if you see him, pants him. And the Yankees, I don't know, overall theme, overall worry factor from this series, Joe's, because I think like me and every other single Yankees fan in existence just chalks it up to, well, it was rainy. I don't care.
Sure, and I could say that for the doubleheader because you usually split doubleheaders. That's just where it's at. But I think that the other part of it is also the concerns with Nestor. And yeah, it was raining, I get it. But then starting pitching was a big reason why we lost. Actually, I think it was the reason why we lost. So that's where my concerns lie. And they've lied there for a while, Jim, so it's
Yeah, but also
okay, but...
I don't have Nestor as part of the starting rotation in the postseason.
Right.
So his starts to me are like that.
Yeah, but those starts count for I'm trying to win the division.
Dude, I am trying to win the division. I've been talking about that in the office
It's important.
a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But then I found out if the Astros don't win the West, they're like not even going to be in the wild card. And if there's no chance of the Astros being in the wild card, then I don't care.
Jim, we can't play that game, Jim.
It's not a 1-game series anymore. It's 3 games. As long as they get home, they're a home wild card team. I'm just saying Nestor's off my radar, man. I haven't had him as a starting pitcher in the postseason for a long time. They skipped Stroman's start to get him in the right spot, and they just shoved Nestor in his place. So which pitcher are they trying to get right? Stroman.
I can see Stroman because he says that his stuff is more mechanical, but he's worrying me and Nestor's worrying me, and then that's 2/5 of the rotation that's worrying me right now.
Yeah, but 1/5 of that doesn't matter.
That's I agree. I 100% agree.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, if Stroman is fixed mechanically after this, then I'm going to feel fine and whatever. Nestor, give us a chance. But anyway, I'm not feeling that bad. There is a lot to talk about, and we have a pretty good grounds creeping. We had a lot of good updates, so I'll open us up right there. We got some big ones. One, I just said it, they pushed Marcus Stroman back, not injury related, wanted him to get his mechanics right. He was supposed to pitch in this series, and then boom, they said nah. So he's going to pitch next series against the the Rangers.
Oh, the Rangers, no?
Rangers. It was supposed to be the Angels. Jose Trevino is really close to big league action. He's going to start a rehab this weekend, August 11th, or next week, August 13th. And then I read a tweet that said Wells will be the starter. Like, he's not going to get diminished time when he comes back.
Good.
But I think I read that tweet. I'm not positive about that, but I think I did. I think I saw one of the beat guys tweet that out.
Yeah.
Ian Hamilton is scheduled to throw a high-intensity bullpen session August 6th. But I don't know how quick that is. And then Clark Schmidt, speaking of starters, he threw 20 pitches to teammates in first live batting practice and is going to... He hopes to be back on the mound sometime in August. Well, yeah, it's August 8th, so that would be in 3 weeks.
And that, in theory, would mean he needs, like, the first rehab assignment, like, end of next week.
Right.
I guess that's just back on the mound, not MLB mound.
Who are you the most excited for?
I guess it's how
Clark.
much are they planning to build them up before? Do they think they can build them up at this level? Do they?
Clark
Depends where
and
he's at.
Clark, Trevino, I'm excited just to have a day off for Wells, or I don't really, yeah, I guess so. But Clark, I am excited about. And then Dominguez, if he ever comes up, but now Verdugo's hitting, Grisham's still hitting, so I don't know about that. Anyway, that's the ground scraping. What are you, or who are you most excited about in that ground scraping?
No, it's definitely Clark. I'm just, I just, also for the bullpen, it would be great to have Ian back. Who calls him that?
No one's ever called him that.
He's a full name guy.
He's definitely a last name guy.
He wants people to call him IH.
Hello,
Which is awful.
Ian. IH.
Yeah.
Jim, I was looking for that third burn. We got some interesting things for the burns.
Okay, yeah. So if this is your first time tuning in to Talkin' Yanks, we're gonna recap the 3 games. Usually Jake, the other co-host that's not here, he's getting pants in Nashville.
Yeah.
He will burn the games in a witty and fun way. He recaps the happenings of the games for those that missed it or forget. And then we discuss some of the decisions. The second half of the show, awards. Joe's McFly's here, not Jake. Jake. So what we did was we used chat. What are the letters after chat?
GPT.
GPT. What does that stand for?
I don't know.
Gubernatorial.
We use chat gubernatorial and to give us a witty recap
Yes.
of game 1, and Joe's is going to read the AI.
I haven't read it, by the way. I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, it's best if you go into these and you just off the cuff. So Joe's is going to burn game 1, and it was written by AI. So let's see if AI can replace Jake. And don't chant replace Jake.
No.
If you want it.
Well, I don't know. Chat GPT would like to.
It stands for Generative Pre-Trained Transformer. Awful.
Yes. All right, did this do? Oh no, this is only the first game. All right, cool. I'm ready.
What an awful acronym. All right, game 1.
Yes.
Here we go.
You play it?
It's playing.
Oh,
Yeah, welcome to my life. We don't hear any of the sound effects on Zoom.
I'm used to hearing it. All right. On August 7th, 2024, the New York Yankees and Angels faced off in a high-stakes showdown where New York's bats were hotter than midsummer day in the Bronx. The Yankees lineup, fresh off a pep talk from their caffeine-fueled coffee machine, pummeled the Angels into submission, showcasing a blend of power and precision that made even the California sun seem a bit dimmer, with home runs flying like confetti and pitching that could make a statue sweat. The Yankees danced their way to victory, leaving the Angels pondering if they accidentally walked into the Bronx Carnival instead of the ballpark.
Damn. Zero information about the game.
Zero information about the game, Chat GPT. You gotta, I just feel like there's a lot of coffee going on.
Didn't even really get into who was the hitters and the
You
pitchers.
didn't even know that Luis Gil grinded through this game.
But great burn, I guess. No, I think Jake wins that round with chat.
Oh, we should let the chat rate that chat GPT burn out of 10.
All right, rate the chat. So the Yanks go up 5-0. Heel, 5 innings pitched, 107 pitches in 5 innings, 5 walks,
Yeah.
but 0 earned runs. They light up Davis Daniel.
Davis Daniel.
Daniel Davis sounds more normal.
Yes, it does.
Verdugo opened things up with the ground rule double.
He did.
Then Wells with a single and Volpe with a big double. I think it was an 0-2 pitch, or maybe that was later on. He had an 0-2 pitch. But it was a nice start to this game. And then Oswaldo hit a homer, which was a little bit like boom, 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 boom.
I like
right.
Oswaldo. Like what he's doing.
Obviously, it's a double header, so you get funky lineups. So in this game, Judge DH, Stanton didn't play, and Gleyber didn't play. A little sneaky tidbit for the folks at home. We did our live show with Booney on Monday, and when we were in the green room, before we went on to stage and chatted, he told us that Judge was not playing Monday. He was getting the double off day and then sitting. So
that makes sense. You mean Tuesday?
Tuesday, yes. Monday off day, Tuesday not playing. But because it was rained out, we didn't lose a game of Judge. Not that they went on to win both games or even win the series, but we didn't lose a game of Judge and his stats. So that's kind of nice.
Right.
He gets 2 hits in this game. Singles past the infield, I think. Anyway, Ben Rice is down in 8 in the 8th spot. Oswaldo's batting 9th. Christian was in center field. It's game 1 of the doubleheader. Clay did come in to close it out, since it was a 3-run game after they scored. And he looked nasty, yeah. 2 strikeouts and then a ground out.
Good for him. And good for the Yanks.
And the weave looked nasty.
Yeah, they both look nasty.
Worst thing that happened was Zach Neto homered.
More on him.
And more on him. That's true. More on him. Because that's all we have for game 1, right? There was like no managing decisions. There was not really any big moments.
No.
Kind of a nice, clean win.
I think that there was a Neto defensive play that I was like, whoa, that was kind of crazy. Like he went out into the outfield, or is that the second game?
I think that was game 1. He had that like pop up kind of straight behind second.
That was a little impressive. I didn't expect that guy to be as good as he was in this series, and maybe that's just me.
Maybe it was just you, or maybe other people can chime in and say they agree with you.
Yeah.
Not many swing and misses.
They don't like it.
For Heel, who went back to his fastball as his primary pitch. Then slider, barely threw any changeups, which I find interesting. It's like he only knows 2 pitches at a time. Like you can do an even mix of 3, but he just likes throwing 2
pitches. Wow.
Yeah. All right, let's do game 2, which game 2, we went with a different method of AI. What we did was we took Brian Hoke's MLB.com recap.
Yeah.
Of game 2, and we asked AI to summarize it into a witty 1 paragraph. So this is written by Brian Hoke, like Coke, and Chat GPT, or whatever the acronym is.
Nailed
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Game 2.
On your mark, get set, burn.
In the first game of Wednesday's doubleheader, Luis. Oh no, that's the one Jimmy sent me. You sent me this one, Jim. That's not the one.
Oh.
You sent me Luis Gil's one. You and BBD did.
Yeah, we sent a feel.
What the heck?
ChatGPT is slacking.
Didn't we get one for game 2?
I thought you did. I didn't want to read them because I wanted to react to them normally, but
Steve, didn't we get one?
I'm looking here.
A bunch of game 1.
Maybe the doubleheader couldn't figure it out. I thought we had one where it was like I sent it and it was like Neto's the best.
I don't see it here.
Oh man, we blew it.
Damn.
I definitely had one.
You probably just repeat it.
All right, wait. I'll do it real quick. I'm on chat.
There was one I sent like early in our process, and we were sending them that I think is about game 2, but it's long.
Witty recap of game of the witty recap witty
Jake's job security. Jake's job
witty
security.
1 paragraph recap of the MLB game between the Yankees and between recap of the second MLB game between the Yankees and Angels on August 7th.
Nice.
Got it.
You got it?
I'll just do it for you. Are you playing the music?
Okay, do it.
On your mark, get set, burn.
In the second MLB showdown between the Yankees and the Angels on August 7th, the Bronx Bombers turned their game into a fireworks display of their own making. Outslugging the Halos in a high-octane thriller, the Yankees, with bats blazing like a 4th of July parade, turned the diamond into their personal stage, leaving the Angels to play catch-up in a game where their pitching staff looked more like they were juggling flaming torches than throwing strikes. With the Yankees emerging victorious, hell yeah.
Damn, we lost.
Hell yeah, the Angels left the field with a mix of awe and relief, wondering if they'd accidentally signed up for a home run derby instead of a baseball game. This is awesome.
That was game 1, I think.
No, I said the second MLB game.
Well, we
So,
lost game 2.
all right. So Chat GBT stinks. And they're not really helping us out at all. In game 2, Will Warren, I'll do it. All right. In game number 2, Will Warren took the bump, his second big league start. The 27th man, would he do it? No. Mickey Moniak, RBI single in the first. That's a fun name. Nolan Shanuel, RBI walk on a 3-0 pitch that Will Warren wanted. Throw it down the middle and let him hit a grand slam if that's what you're scared of. Oh, fears come to life on the next 3-2 pitch to Zach Neto. We told you they got him started in game 1. Grand slam in game 2. 6-0 Halos, but don't worry. DJ LeMahieu with the single. He's back. It's an RBI single. But then Neto gets Will Warren again, and then warning track power from all the Yankees, basically, and they lose.
Will Warren was destroyed in this game. 8 runs on 8 hits. That guy Neto, man. You come into Yankee Stadium and in one day leave with 8 ribeyes? What's that about?
Not good. Someone in the chat,
Dude. Be a cool guest.
someone in the chat said, "What's the point of the music and the recap?" Which is a good good question. Fair
Great
question. Way back in 2018, Jake and I debated this, and I said, anyone listening to this watches all the games. They know what happened.
Right.
Jake said, that's not true. And some people need reminders. And he said, let's recap the game. And I said, well, just burn through it real fast. And that's why we call them the burns, because that's how I used to say it. Burn through it, Jake. And when I was on paternity leave or on vacation and I didn't remember some of the games, or I watched them casually on my phone, and then I tuned into Talkin Yanks, I was someone who didn't fully know what happened in the game, and the burns were very helpful. So I realized their value. So that's a good question, and there's your answer.
They're very Stuart Scott inspired.
Yeah. Jake's a Sports Center kid. Most people in the live chat they're the people that are like were like me. Like I watched all of it.
Right.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this game, Will Warren had to be left out there to die. So like when it's 6-0, he's still got to be pitching because it's a doubleheader and you got more rain coming and you got to get your 90 pitches out of this guy no matter what. So a bit of a bummer.
Do you miss the 7-inning the 7-inning doubleheaders?
No, I really didn't like those. Like I can get over the extra inning rule. I don't love it, but
Yep.
I really don't like the 7-inning games. So yeah, no.
It didn't feel like baseball. I didn't.
It didn't feel like they should count.
Yeah, it felt short. Yeah, you felt shortchanged. I know people talking about it on Twitter, but
Tonkin, Hill, and Leiter Jr. all have good relief appearances.
yes,
But so did all the Angels relievers, because basically I think by the time the bullpen came in, all the offense was like, yo, let's get out of here.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's yeah.
And again, no real decision making here. Every Yankee got a hit besides Volpe, and the lineup is going to be the lineup because it's a doubleheader. So Torres is at leadoff, Soto, Judge plays center, Stan's at DH, Chisholm's at 3, and Narvaez is in there, who gets a hit and 2 walks. Like good game
Good
from
day for
Narvaez.
Very
Threw a
good.
guy out.
Yeah, he threw a guy out. Trail runner, which the Yankees love doing.
Yeah. This series just reeked of like, let's just get it in. I don't care how it happens or how ugly it is or whatnot, but
Yeah. And the Angels are good in the rain, man. You got to give credit to where credit's due.
Angels
They don't get to face it a lot. My mom
Fly.
texted me. I don't know if she's going to like that I'm saying this. My mom, when she met Boone at the event, she took a picture and she said, I lost faith. Come on. Right to his face. That's what she said. She texted me, Boone did not take my advice, which was to start playing better.
Mm.
And I said, it's too rainy. She said, Angels are Cali weenies. Yankees are supposed to be tough Bronx New Yorkers. And she's from the
I don't
Bronx.
disagree.
Rose doesn't disagree. He's from the Bronx.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Turns out all the California guys, they needed some rain. Sick of the sunshine.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thanks.
let's go to game. Oh, I got to share it. So we knew the AI stunk and couldn't replace Jake. So I said, you know what? I'll write the third game burn in the voice of Jake.
Jim wrote this.
And Joe's is going to read it.
What you sending it to my email, right?
Yeah. What's your email?
You want me to say it?
No.
No.
I did your John Boy Media email.
All right, cool.
I made it so you could read it. I put like one sentence has music symbols by it so you can sing that line. There's bold. Sometimes the words get small. That means you get quieter.
Sounds like you want me to say this? Oh my God, why does it look like this?
It's like a poem.
No, it's not. This is a confusing mess. I'll try to do it.
Yeah, do it.
All right.
On your mark, get set. Burn.
Nestor and Tyler share the bump for the rainy rubber match in the Bronx. The first batter of the game, Nolan Schlano
I don't know how to spell his name. I just
Singing
type
well.
shit.
greets Nestor with a nice and easy homer, and the Halos take the lead 1-0. But in the second, this has a song thing.
Yeah.
But in the second, strong arm fill the bleachers up with jazz tie game. Assuming that's how you want me to sing it.
Supposed to say fill the bleachers up with jazz.
Oh, that's a you though.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Nestor says thanks, but no thanks. Shutdown innings, nope. But 3 hits and a run, okay. And it's even nastier as Cortez gives up a total of 6 runs in 4 2/3. Then the Los Santa gifts the good Eoys. What's that, Jim?
The boys.
That's
Just
not
a straight up B.
The good boys from Anaheim, 2 more, and just like that, the Yanks fall down lightly and grossly but dead. Why is it cut off like this on Word? Life in the 8th, life in the 8th. I repeat, we have life in the 8th, and wow, does my butt hurt. Okay. DJ singles, Verdugo singles, Soto singles, Stanton singles, and what do you know? The Yanks are only down 6 again. Volpe left the game with a sore foot. So in the 9th inning, Oswaldo and round the bases. Ha! Both of mine feel great, suckers. I am the shortstop now. Final score 9-4. Yanks.
I didn't know that you weren't going to be able to pronounce any of the B's.
No, for some reason it cuts it off here. It looks weird. I'll send you a picture. It like cuts off the, I don't know, maybe this is a Word Google Docs issue, but
Beebs, did that come off like Joe's can't read?
it came off. Look, I'm gonna show you.
It came off a little like Joe's can't read.
It says, it looks like it says BJT. I'm gonna show you. It looks weird.
Send it.
It's the weirdest thing, chat. Like,
Send it to Beebs. You can show them.
oh,
In the middle, you just like
crazy.
in the middle, you ad-libbed, wow, my butt hurts. That's not on the thing.
That's not on the thing.
Bro, I just took a picture of the whole thing. Where do I send it to you, Beebs?
You send it in our chat. I'll get it to the screen one way or another.
Oh my god!
Every
it's
time a
hilarious.
B came up, he didn't know how to say the word.
Yeah, because it cut off on the thing. I don't know. It looks like it says BJT in but then. Well, now I see because I use context clues to know what it said, but no wonder Jake writes this in his email.
Well, yeah, but Jake's are harder to read than that. It's like hieroglyphics.
It is. It is.
Well, anyway, Nestor stunk.
Nestor stunk.
And they can't hit lefties. That's kind of a real thing, huh?
What's that about? And it should, I feel like it should change when Giancarlo gets going, though. Look at this. Why does it say BJT? You see it?
Okay. Hold on.
That looks weird, bro.
Hold on. Guys, Joe's is redeemed.
Why does it look like that?
This is fucked.
For a rainy rubber.
Can you nothing looks like that.
I don't know. That's what it looks like on my end.
They dyslexified it for you. Like, I didn't do that.
There's words that are smaller.
Does your computer screen have a ripple?
I don't know. It doesn't.
Yeah, but look, all of the spots are in the same area, Joe's.
It's like down a line.
It's down a
I don't
line
know.
down
There's
your
no-
computer screen.
Look, I'm not. I moved it on my computer screen. It's still the same. I don't know.
It's for a rainy, then Shan, then it's down the whole line.
It's weird. Hold on. Let me move it. Hold on. Oh, it does.
Your
Nope.
computer's got like a ripple in it.
Refreshing the
That's
page do
weird.
anything?
I think if I put it full screen, it's fine.
All right, let's run it from the top.
No way! I'm not reading that again. You
Well,
read it.
You did a good job. I just don't know why you added that. Well, my butt hurts.
I thought that's what it said.
That was off script. I don't know. All right, let's get to awards.
Yeah.
Yes.
Feels like we're ready for awards.
Awards this episode are brought to you by Fresh Direct. I want to let you all got a little secret. I used to legitimately waste hours searching grocery aisles for the best, freshest fruits, veggies, and meats and still be disappointed. I recently started using Fresh Direct and the experience is night and day. Fresh Direct farm to kitchen, food sourced directly from farmers, fishermen, and ranchers delivered straight to your door. Because of this, I'm paying for the quality of food rather than to just have someone go shopping in a store for me. So if you're into that, if you got 2 kids in diapers, one's on his way out, this is for you. Because yeah, sometimes at certain points in life, grocery shopping is like crazy brutal thing to do. So this sounds awesome. And the food's really fresh and it's direct. So for over 20 years, Fresh Direct has been delivering the freshest fruits, vegetables, and meats to the tri-state area. Don't take my word for it. Try it to believe it with $50 off your first order. Go to freshdirect.com, use code TALKIN50. That's freshdirect.com, code TALKIN50 for new customers to save $50 on their first order. Terms and restrictions apply. See site for details.
Don't you think you'll save money if you don't go in the supermarket? I feel like you would.
Yeah, depends. Deliveries can be expensive now with Fresh Direct.
Right. But I mean, like, if you go into a supermarket, I just go down the aisle and I just start, like, just picking out whatever.
Oh, yeah. Can't shop hungry, Joe's. That's the trick.
I don't. I try not to.
Wait, I get to go first.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Yeah.
Damn, this is an interesting because it's a losing series, and I don't think there's any because a lot. Is there a runaway that I'm missing? I mean, Heel gutted it out. I'm not just going to spoil any, obviously. Come on, guys. I'm cooler than that.
Are you giving it to Brad Osmus?
No. I did see him around. All right, I'm going to give mine to Alex Verdugo.
Oh.
And I'll be honest, it's a weak field, but he had a hit in all 3 games.
Nice.
He had the highest on base percentage this series, 462. 4 hits, 2 walks. He had an offer. He was hitting the ball well. Then he had an offer. And now he's hitting the ball well again in these 2 days. So I'm proud of him.
Yes.
Not the strongest field for prides, but
Not.
he wins it.
And coming off that last series where he was over and we were getting nervous about, is he getting cold again? Silenced. That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay. That's a good pride. Good pride, Jim. I got a person here.
Who are you going to go with?
Austin Wells. I thought this was the easy answer for me.
Oh, wow.
375 in the series. He went 3 for 8. He's catching, doing what he's got to do. He's putting the ball in play. I was really happy to hear that he's going to be having some job security. And I think it's more because of what he's done since Trevino has gone down on the IL. Jim, in those 17 games since July 13th, batting 328, 434, 541, 975 OPS. And in this particular series, I thought he was when you can get this kind of production from your catcher, that's great. So I'd always take that. But it's kind of hard for me to give it to anybody else, really. We lost.
Did we fact check the fact that Wells is gonna stay the starter? Because
I heard him say it
okay.
That
I don't want you to be sourcing me there when I said.
Can I source you?
No.
I know in general, like from the moment Trevino went down, nobody's caught more innings in baseball than Austin Wells. They have ridden him. A little bit is that the backup is Narvaez in his first taste of the big leagues, but they have played him like the starter, and he's aced that test, so he certainly deserves it.
Let me type Austin Wells into the Twitter machine.
I just did that, yeah. Let me see.
Austin Wells, Boone.
My Dominican brother, Austin Wells, Dominican.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Zach Britton.
Like Zach Britton, yeah. Good job, Jim.
All right, I can't find it, but I thought I read that they said that, which is out of character for Boone to say.
This is
that?
what I see. Max Goodman. This is 6 hours ago, right?
Yeah.
He said, Max Goodman said, Austin Wells has earned more and more reps with his play this summer, even as Jose Trevino gets closer to returning from the IL, Aaron Boone says. It doesn't sound like they'll go back to the same 50-50 platoon like it was earlier in the year, but Boone also mentioned how they need to be mindful of how much Wells has played of late, wanting to keep him fresh. Oh, there it goes.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
do you think?
no, not many starting catchers
Play this much.
play out as much as Wells is playing on the stretch. So Trevy's going to get more starts. But we'll see. It will be interesting because they're facing a lot of lefties coming up, which might be a conversation for Gifucha. Mm-hmm. All right. Two lefties got prides, though. How about that?
How about that? It's kind of hard to do in previous years.
Next up.
You Yankee motherfucker.
Mm. 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 Ah.
You go.
What's going to happen here is I'm going to give my MFer to Nestor
Okay.
Cortez.
Nestor Cortez.
And he's had to have gotten a good amount of these at this point now. And I've probably had to give him out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3.
He's received 7 MFers in total.
I think this is my 5th time I've given it to him this year alone. Does make me feel bad because Jake has made me. Well, not Jake has made me. Jake and I have seen his outings different. Like Jake's always like, he's been good lately. And I'm like, I don't know. I haven't felt good about it. Like the results shock me every time I see his ERA.
Right.
He's been bad, man.
He's been bad. He's been really bad. At first, it was just on the road, Jim, and then he brought his struggles home. You can't bring what's happening outside home. Don't bring that stuff home. He brought it home. And you did mention to me before that a lot of his home numbers are because of the weak schedule that he faced. I mean, the Angels. I know it was raining, I get it, but the Angels. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you look at his home road splits, and it can be like good team, bad team splits, just as easily. I don't know. I was trying to look at stats to try and figure out why it feels so bad. Like, are his numbers with 0 outs much worse than with 1 out, and earlier innings worse than later innings? But that didn't really ring true. So because it's just like that would sting more. Like it just feels like, oh, yep, there we go. But I did have a stat on him. I found let me find this. There was a bad stat. Opponents are hitting .444 against Nestor Cortez on the first pitch of at bats this season, which is the highest among qualified starting pitchers in MLB. Just like instant, here's the pitch and here's the hit.
Pitch counts low, at least.
Yeah, I mean that honestly, like that he had like one of the saving graces, like he has gotten innings, and that's how his ERA has gotten lower because he stays in games and holds it after giving up the big inning or two. And yeah, maybe the early hits help that. But my other thing is I gave him MFer, but as I said at the top of the show, like I'm starting to wonder if I think they're a playoff team. I don't think he factors into the postseason. How much am I concerned? I guess I would want him to get on a good path because of injuries.
Right. Would you put him in the pen?
No.
Yeah, he's not really like a pen arm.
No, he's like the Monty when Monty was the fourth and just wasn't on the roster in the postseason.
Right. That makes sense. It's
He had
tough because you
no
want to
swing
like
and misses this game.
yeah, it did feel. I'm gonna be honest. Can I just say something in his defense?
Sure.
It did feel like the gods opened the sky to just downpour when it was Nestor on the mound. I just want to put that out there. It was many times that Michael Cahill looked like, is Danny Cunningham coming to like, and Danny Cunningham was like, nah, man, figure it out.
Yeah, it was a rainy day, and maybe he couldn't spin the ball because of that. Let's see, was his spin rates down at all? They were all down, not crazy a lot, but down.
It just looked like it rained a lot more when he was pitching. So I don't know. Yeah, so that was it. But they were hitting his stuff anyway. It was all over the place.
Only other thing I'll say on Nestor, just with his left-right splits and the not employing any other lefties, just in the playoffs, there's a world where he's one of the guys that's there to get Devers, Jordan, whatever. His left, like he's gotten lefties this year. If they need somebody to be that guy, they don't employ a lot of lefties.
That's a good point.
So maybe that's a landing spot for him if he's right. Look down the stretch.
Yeah, or if
the way
someone
he
gets
played
hurt,
this
he's gonna be on
week,
deck.
no, but
yeah, he's been tough to watch for me. Like my feelings of him this year are worse than his numbers, which I don't know if I'm being rude or I'm just remembering the bad over the good or quality of opponent, but I don't know. Yeah, just hasn't felt good. So he's my MFer.
Fair.
And yours is?
Mine is gonna go to let's go to, I mean, if I want to go strict numbers, I'll go straight Anthony Volpe. I mean, he batted 091. I know he got hurt third game, so it feels mean. But I mean, I would like him to do a little bit more. I don't want people regressing offensively when I feel like we just started clicking, you know? So I'll give it to Volpe. I know it's tough. I mean,
RBI in the only game they win.
He got an RBI in the game that they win.
Breaks his foot.
He didn't break his foot.
It's a contusion.
It's a contusion. We're glad he didn't break his foot because I think it lends to another conversation, man. Like Volpe's like pretty much indispensable for me. Like he needs to be out. They don't have like it's that and Cabrera playing backup shortstop. You know, there isn't really like unless you want to throw Jazz out there, which I don't. I want to keep him at third. I like how he looks.
But then you don't have a third baseman.
Right. Then you don't have, that's another problem. So you need him to be nice and healthy. I would like him to keep hitting though, because him on the base pass and him going, I love seeing him hit and get around the bases. So he's awesome.
Yeah, he's been good. I was trying to look up a lot of his stats lately because there's a fun stat on Volpe I saw, which was, and fun might be the wrong word, because I saw two stats on Volpe that weren't good. So you gave him MFer, so maybe we can talk about this.
Yeah.
He has not drawn a walk in his last 64 plate appearances. Now that was before this game, so maybe it's 67 now or 68. I think he had 3 today, 67 plate appearances. The longest active streak in baseball is 78. So I started looking at his swing profile more because is he swinging more? That's leading to more hits, but obviously 0 walks. So I looked at his out of zone swing before the All-Star break and after, because that's seemingly the difference.
Right.
Before the All-Star break, he was swinging at 29.8% of pitches out of the zone. After, much smaller sample size, so you have to take that into account. He's swinging at 33.5% of pitches out of the zone. Then I said, oh, well, is that leading to more contact? Like more balls in play? And no, it's leading to less balls in play.
Yeah.
which means the balls he's putting into play are better. It's leading to higher hits, percentage wise, which again, tiny sample size. And then same amount of foul balls and whiff rate. But that's where I think the BABIP is getting high because I went and higher because I went and watched there's like 8 hits on pitches out of the zone since the break or something like that. And a lot of them are breaking balls below the zone that he got ahead of and got the bat through. Like in Boston, he had one down the line. In versus Toronto, he had one that he just like flipped over the shortstop. So he is not walking. He's swinging at more pitches he can just throw the barrel at, which can be a good thing. Like, you can get hits on pitches off the zones. A lot of Oswaldo Cabrera's hits are pitches off the zones, out of the zone. But yeah, I just wanted to dive into that. The other bizarre stat on Volpe, which he's on a bit of a heater, but you gave him motherfucker.
Yeah.
But this one has always kind of annoyed me, and it was true all of last year. Volpe is batting just 206 when facing the starting pitcher for the third time in a game, which is the 4th lowest average in Major League Baseball. And that was something I think I asked Boone about last year, or Jake and I talked about last year. And it's always kind of like, you're supposed to be so much better when you see the pitcher the third time. Like, you're supposed to have that advantage. And he's one of the few players that gets worse. Like, the pitcher has the advantage seeing him so many times.
You know, I don't know, because if he's batting where he's batting, well, he batted leadoff a lot. But I'm thinking like where he's batting now, if he sees a pitcher for the third time in the order, then that means that pitcher is like a good pitcher.
Yeah, but he has like the most plate appearances in Major League Baseball, so it's
Because
not.
He had leadoff, yeah.
It leadoff for so long.
Yeah. My thing with Volpe, and I hope that, you know, as he grows as a player, because he's not a finished product yet, right? Like, as he grows as a major leaguer and all of that stuff, I think him finding that balance and being able to walk, because you're not going to hit forever, but you can still walk and you'll help your team immensely. If he can just start to get that going, that'll be great. I'd love that.
I was reading a stat by one of the baseball nerds that I say that endearingly, about, they were talking about, it was like some player was talking about comparing him to old players, how they would hit everything, blah, 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 stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
And they posted how many times Trout has seen a pitcher 3 times in his career versus how many times like the greats saw pitchers 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And they put up like numbers, like Babe Ruth versus pitchers 3 times. And I think it's the best argument ever for why it's so much harder to hit now with all the relievers you see. Because those guys' numbers when they're facing opponents 3 times back in the day, and they saw them a lot, were pretty crazy.
And noodle arms. I mean, sometimes they're facing those guys 4 times, yeah?
I know.
Those guys 4 times with noodle arms. Crazy.
Let's see. Babe Ruth, times facing opponent in a game. Versus starting pitcher a 3rd time. 1,853 plate appearances. He had a 1.220 OPS. I think there's even more. Anyway.
1.220 OPS.
3rd time.
That's tough.
So Volpe, tough app. I thought for Volpe.
Yeah. I think very highly of Volpe.
Regular awards. Brought to you by Shady Rays. Where are my Shady Rays? I got a pair right here. I love my Shady Rays. I honestly do. And a lot of people in my life have a pair now because we obviously like have discount codes that people use and they get hooked up with pairs.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you lose them, you can replace them. And then we got the custom pairs that have the pinstripes on them. So that's good for this show. They got pinstripes on the inside. It says John Boy Media. I like these. I like walking around hiding. The only down part is I've tried to put these on to record some shows inside before, and like right now, my computer screen with all my info on it, black. Can't see a thing. Weirds me out. Like black. Anyway, I find them very comfortable because they're lightweight, so they don't make me sweat. And I don't have to worry about losing them, those are the two biggest reasons I don't buy expensive sunglasses, because they make my face sweat because they're heavy, and I worry about losing them. I know I'm going to lose them. Those are out of the situation with Shady Rays. Exclusively for our listeners, they're giving their best deal of the season. Go to shadyrays.com, use code YANKS for 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses, and that offer applies to the pinstriped custom Jimmy and Jake collab shade. So go get yours now. Yanks, 50% off.
Let's go. Who's going to be your first award, Jim?
Regular old awards. Woo! My regular old award is the We Need Ya. Or Last Chance, Last Dance. Either or.
Last chance, last dance.
Yeah.
Or We Need Ya.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's go with someone we need. Giancarlo.
That would be good. Ooh, he fits super well
His
for
last
this
chance,
award.
man.
He could be it, but that's not who I was thinking
Yeah.
of. I was going with DJ LeMahieu. DJ
Ooh.
LeMahieu doesn't play game 1 versus the righty pitcher, which they win. He plays in game 2. He plays in game 3. Lefty pitchers, they lose. He gets 3 hits, so he's still slapping the ball around. The Yankees stink versus lefty starting pitchers, like really bad. And they play 3 lefties in their next 4 games. So this 2-game stretch can become another like losing week or losing homestand if we don't get some of our righties to hit these lefties. And that's why when you guessed Stanton, I was like, ooh, that also is a good spot here. So DJ, last chance, last dance. You're about to start a lot. Like this is a week of DJ. He just got 2 games in a row. He's going to get 3 of the next 4. That's 5 out of 7 in the week, if we're doing math correctly. A little bit of a chance to get going, you know?
Okay.
Rice, no one's taking first. Rice isn't taking it. Rizzo, they're even like saying is going to go slow. Oswaldo looks good. But yeah. DJ, let's make it real. Why not? Everyone wants to root for you in the whole world.
They do. I'm calling him Getaway DJ because on getaway days, he hits. You notice. Had the walk-off, had the 6 RBI against the Phillies as well, and he had the walk-off on getaway day, if you remember.
You're calling him Getaway DJ?
Getaway DJ. Because on getaway day, he got a hit today on the Angels getaway day.
Okay. I wonder, can you find hits by day of the week?
On the day when the series ends, I'm wondering. It's looking like he's been hitting as of late on those days. More.
It's looking like that, but I have no
Right?
facts.
I'm creating a narrative.
You kind of are just creating a narrative.
And
But I'm using 3 games to do it.
we can talk
Alright.
that into existence.
Right. You can co-create that. We can make that into existence.
Fair. Fair is fair.
So that's good. Good award, Jim.
Thank you.
I'm going to give the Home is Where the Heart Is award.
Ooh. Juan Soto.
That would have been a good guess. It's not. I'm actually going to give it to Jazz.
Oh.
You know, he's home. And he figured out, maybe he just needs to just kind of play his game. And he's been striking out a lot. First 2 games in the series was tough. Like, he had the golden sombrero one game that looked really bad. Went out to Instagram and said, that's not happening again. Came out today, he homered. So if he just kind of calms down a little bit, you know what I mean? Home is where the heart is, man. I know he wants to show off for the fans. He wants to do the Euro step at home. He wants to do all of those things as he rounds the bases, I love the step back, for the roll call. But, man, just let your game play. I feel like he was pressing a little bit, Jim. Or trying to do more than what he's supposed to. He swung at a lot of pitches out of the zone, like a lot.
I think I'm hoping that after the homer, things calm down a little bit.
And it was a bomb. It wasn't a short porcher, But
no, but he'd been searching for it. We talked about it last step. I liked his hit earlier because it wasn't like a big homer swing. He just went with it. Didn't he punch one out to the left and then DJ scored him in game 2?
Yeah.
Game 1. I forget which game that was.
Had the hustle double in game 2.
Yeah.
I mean, Didi learned that too. Remember, at first he was trying to kind of pull everything. And then once he learned that he could just slap the ball and then naturally his bat will find the hook to get that ball over the short porch. Like, you don't have to straight smoke it to get it out to right field.
I just watched his homer that Biebs is showing.
Yeah.
And that's
a hustle. I like seeing that.
Does that have a little strawberry in it?
I think so.
The release, like the one-handed relief and final pelvic pivot.
Let me see it again.
Here, watch this.
He has it.
I wish I could type it in the chat,
I see
but I
it.
can't for some reason. Oh, here, watch this in the Zoom chat. I just typed in YouTube. I searched Darryl Strawberry Yankee Stadium home run. And I think, there's a little bit. There's a little similarity to the lefty home run. It's like the post home run hand release and hip turn. See it?
Yeah, I see it. Oh, man, maybe now I can't unsee it.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Go take a look at it. If you guys want to see it in the chat.
I need to get a higher quality strawberry one.
Yeah, that's not. I think that's how high the quality was back then, Jim. Oh no, this is. But yeah, that's it looks just like them.
Yeah,
I miss Strawberry's swing, man.
Oh yeah, you see it, Biebs? You see it yet? Right here.
Oh, Biebs got it. Nice.
It's that one hand release.
It's a little bit like if Grisham let go of that top hand and let himself finish. That's where it would go on him.
Dude, Jazz with that pick at third today, Joe's.
Oh yeah, he just kind of stabbed at it, brought it up. It's nice.
Yanks infield rates out poorly defensively besides Volpe. So if he can help him out, that'd be great. I was reading out the metrics. It was bottom 5 defensively.
At third?
No, the Yankees infield.
Oh, yeah.
Not good.
Yeah. And it sucks. And I think if we had a surer defense, and Clay's really good, I think Clay would be even better if the defense was even better.
Did you see the montage they put together? Someone on Reddit put together a montage of all the soft contact that Clay Holmes has given up.
Yeah.
It's 6 minutes long. And I got in there because people were tagging me in it, and I said, "Yeah, it's just constant and dependable bad luck.
Yeah,
can't do anything about it. We know it's coming, but just bad luck."
I love when
and then a lot of people told me it is bad luck. It is bad luck. Baseball's just a numbers game. They're like, Britton gave up ground balls. I said Britton had Gold Glovers all around
he did.
him.
Yeah,
the best infield ever.
Yeah.
Yanks have the most ground ball closer with the bottom 5 infield.
Yeah.
It's a bad combo.
It's not
bad luck. It's poor planning.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't understand that when you're saying it's not bad luck, that's in a lot of ways agreeing with them.
Right.
That the Yankees have not prepared for this situation.
Knowing that this was going to be their closer.
Dude, BABIP and bad luck assumes every position player is the same caliber at defense.
There's no perfect stat, really, man.
No.
Those defensive stats are so weird to me, also.
Anyway, my next award, you want me to go positive or negative or interesting?
Whatever you feel would have a great conversation on. Either one, it doesn't matter.
Oh my God, Beebs, you want me to go positive, negative, or interesting?
Interesting.
I'm interested.
Okay. Then this is the Water is Wet award.
Water's not wet.
Oh, don't do it.
Water is Wet award. Ooh. Okay, Water is Wet award. Can we go with these are things that are assumed to be like true, right? At least that's what I'm thinking about.
Fishing for hints, but sure.
I'm not fishing, Jim. I'm just out here just all right, let's go with you're not giving it. Aaron Judge.
No, but that's good. I have a fun stat on Judge too. Oh, I read this stat and I said, oh, that's interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that. And then I thought, duh, of course that's the case. So Gleyber Torres is a guy, when he's happy, he plays well.
Yeah.
When he's confident, he gets results. When he's not, he doesn't, right? That's the presumed theory on Gleyber after watching him for all this time. Gleyber has a 446 batting average in hitters counts, second best in the American League. So if he looks up at the scoreboard and it's 2-0, 2-3-1, 1-0, he's like, nice. I'm confident. And he's the second best hitter in terms of batting average in the league. I wouldn't have guessed. That's pretty high.
That's really high. Give him the confidence.
League average is 338. He's 446.
Let's call this the happy stat.
So that's the happy stat. That's an interesting stat. You guys chose interesting. I was like, yeah.
That is interesting. And so Gleyber just like force these guys to get you into like hitters counts.
How many bad counts has he been getting in this year?
I don't know. Yeah. A lot.
Like, he just hasn't been able to get into a favorable count. You can work with that, I think.
Right.
Rousen, get in there.
Just tell him, oh, this is easy. Tell him to go up to the plate already thinking it's a hitter's count.
So I have
It's 2-0 right now.
an
Oh,
addendum.
now.
It's not a head in the count. So I was wrong about that. It's a hitter's count.
Hitter's count.
So I wonder what this is.
I understood it.
And his numbers on 1-0 are good.
This is Inside Edge. They're the one that has this stat. Let me see.
I have his numbers by each count. But I just don't know what.
Okay, so they're counting 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-0, and 3-1.
His numbers are really good on all of those counts.
Yeah.
His numbers are also really good on 0-1.
Well, what?
Really? Well, what are they on 0-1?
What's bogging him down? His numbers are bad on the year.
I think
0-2.
it's a small sample, I think, on balls like put in play on 0-1 because it looks like 33 plate appearances. Where he's like, the at-bat ended on 0-1 is what counts there. He's 344 batting average with an 895 OPS on 0-1.
It's not bad.
But 2-2, 1-2 are OPS is in the mid fives. 0-2 is bad, 326 OPS. 1-1 is a 422 OPS.
Damn.
Those are bogging him down that much, huh?
He's that bad in the bad ones.
Yeah, so the 0-1s, he's put 33. There's 33 plate appearances there, like we said. There's 88 2-2s.
Look at his full count numbers. 196 slug full count. I know he's got a 2-strike approach, so he's not swinging for fences there, but with 3 balls, no slugger. All right, yeah, so 3-1 Gleyber is awesome, but it doesn't happen at all, ever, a lot, where that pitch gets put in play.
A lot of those are becoming full counts.
Where he's not good.
So he should be more aggressive on the 3-1.
He needs to be way more aggressive 3-1.
Now, I'm going to look out for this now that you mentioned it.
Yeah, look out for that. See, that's why it's an interesting stat.
Love that.
Because when Gleyber Torres has a 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-0, 3-1 count, he's the second best hitter in Major League in the American League.
That's
as far as
great.
batting average.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's wild. Could use that.
Yeah. What's your award?
Good award. Good award. Good award. All right. I have the I have the what am I gonna name this? I feel like if I say this, it's gonna give it away too easy, and I've done that a lot in my life.
Give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Okay.
Give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away now. Thinking. Joe's is thinking.
Yes.
Joseph
Okay.
Serrano.
I got it. All right. I'm gonna give away the Stay Ready So You Don't Gotta Get Ready award.
Stay ready so you don't gotta get ready award. Stanton.
No.
Okay, fine. Not him.
Waldo Cabrera.
Oh, I should have got that. I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it at all.
Jim, not only did he homer twice in this series, I came across an interesting stat that they talked about on the television as I was watching the game. Do you know that he's hit in 10 of the last 11 games that he started? I feel like there could be some starts out there for first base for him. Are we doing that?
I think so, but I don't know. There's just like a big competition everywhere. Like
There is. There
Waldo
should be.
he should find playing time, but there's not much spots.
He's
If they want, if like, so DJ's going to play against lefties.
yes.
Makes sense. Against righties, they're going to give Rice reps, right?
I think Rice is getting the bulk of those.
Oswaldo should. I don't know if Rice has earned it over Oswaldo.
Whose time would he cut into?
Gleyber's, if they want to platoon Gleyber, but Gleyber's starting to hit.
It's
Volpe,
tough.
if he needs a break. I mean, I don't know.
Like in theory, there should be room to take like at least one start a week off Rice's plate, but that's one.
And Gleyber, screw it, dude. Like they have the same numbers this year, and Oswaldo's a better defender.
I wish he would hit better righty because then he can like help remedy like a lot of those issues. And maybe you could even platoon him with Verdugo if that were to happen. But you know, he's nasty lefty. His lefty swing is very sweet. But he's been wildly productive, man. Like I love seeing that. I love that he's just staying ready. Like it's not, and for a young player, that's very hard to do because you've been used to playing every day. and I'm sure he came into this, not thinking he was going to play every day, but I'm sure he came into this like thinking he would try to carve out some playing time, or at least at third base. And now they got Jazz, and it's been tough, but he's been staying ready, so I appreciate that.
It's true.
10 out of the last 11 games that he started, he's gotten a hit. He's hit.
He's good in these stretches where he starts.
Yeah.
Something interesting. Someone in the chat saying Jimmy DeCaro. He's saying, like he loved 2017 when they let the kids play, and he wants them to do that this year. This team is way younger and less polished than 2017.
Yes.
2017 team was old. Besides Judge and Gary,
Yeah.
they're all 34.
Transition year.
Was the starting staff younger? The Pen? What part of the team was younger?
The Pen, maybe?
And Judge was an old rookie.
Yeah. It was. Holiday was 37. Judge was 25. Ellsbury, Gardner, Headley were all 33. Didi was 27. Starlin was 27. And they're all vets.
We got Todd Frazier at the deadline.
Judge is the only rookie, and Gary's the only
24.
rookie. There wasn't that many kids in 2017.
Yeah, there wasn't.
But we got, dude, the lineup is so young now.
The lineup is very young.
Wells is 24.
Jazz.
Volpe's 23. Cabrera's 25. Soto's 25. Who else is there?
Jazz
Verdugo and Gleyber 27, 28. Like the other day when Stan and DJ didn't play, Judge was the oldest in the starting nine at 32, which is the youngest the Yanks have been in Talkin Yanks run.
Top to bottom.
And Ben Rice is 25. Heels 26.
There's a lot of kids playing.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the most kids I think we've had playing.
So they're getting that opportunity. If you mean by let the kids play, maybe he's referencing Jason Dominguez. But
probably.
I don't know. I just don't know how you're bringing Jason Dominguez up right now.
Yeah, because
with the way his season's gone, he needs to play.
Yeah, but like keeping Jason Dominguez fresh is better than him being on the bench, because minor league system ends and then, he'll be up in September.
Well, not only that, Jim, how are you going to get him on this roster?
You're not. That's what I'm saying. So you wait for an injury until September.
I don't know how. I try to rack my brain, because I was thinking about it, and then at the Boone event, I got into a conversation with somebody. They're like, "Let's bring up Jason," and I'm like, "Yeah." But then one of his friends said, "But who are we bringing down for him?" And then that's when I thought, and I really thought about it, and I said, "I mean,
it's going to be an injury."
Yeah, it would have to be an injury. You can't take down anybody, really.
They're not going to lose an asset for that move.
And Cabrera is the only backup shortstop.
Yeah.
Cabrera's the only backup shortstop, and it would have been rude to send him down anyway, even if there was another one. 2 weeks ago, we could have had a discussion about Verdugo, but he's been hitting enough, and I could have never seen them doing that anyway.
Right.
So it's injury, and even then, September call-up happens. It's 2 more roster spots. One's going to be a pitcher. And one of Rizzo or Birdie is coming back eventually. Are they going to get back before him? Are they going to do funny business?
I don't have either of those guys coming back.
Yeah, I could see Jason Dominguez being the position player in September.
Yeah.
And use him as a speed option as well.
Yeah. They may. I don't know.
In any event, it's one more roster spot you're getting.
Yeah. And switch hitting outfielders should be Dominguez over Birdie or Rizzo.
Yes. I agree.
The other fun stat I have that I didn't say, and I don't know if they said this in the broadcast. I didn't get to listen to the broadcast a lot this series, but Judge went 19 plate appearances, 72 straight pitches without swinging and missing, which was the current streak leader for this
Mm-hmm.
active. Did they talk about that on the broadcast?
Not sure. There was something else that they talk about with Judge where he was, I think he got 33 hits. I mean, coming into today, in his last 10 games, he got 33 hits, which is insane. That's like 3 hits a game, Jim. Maybe more.
Crazy. Anderson finally got him to swing and miss, but he went 72 straight pitches between swing and miss. Nuts.
Judge is awesome.
I'm
I'm really like I'm trying my best to remind myself every day that we see him because it's so easy to get jaded, Jim. But like, you know, when you don't have that kind of player, it's you know, it's really easy to like fall into the, you know, just assume Judge. Like his greatness is like not something normal here.
one of the best seasons ever in the history of ever.
He's awesome.
All right. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Appreciate you. If you see Jake in Nashville, pants him. Go Yanks. Tell him, Grams.
Go Yankees.
I'm starving.
Me too. Jim, I think there's something wrong with my monitor for real.
You got a crack in it or something.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.